Army troops invade. Army troops invade New York City subway after violent crime soar. We know what's going on out here. Happy 2020, 2025. God squad in the building. You know what I'm saying? Now, we see what's going on the trains, right? Somebody just got pushed in front of a train. Wow. Wow. I mean, like, we always knew that stuff was going on in the trains in New York, but it's real wild right now, you know? And, I mean, obviously, the immigrant stuff got something to do with this. There's a lot of stuff going on. People are doing bad in the town. So the question of the day is New York the city, right? The best city to live in and raise a family in 2025? Inquiring minds want to know. You know what I'm saying? I just get to a little bit of content, wait for these people to get up in here, you know what I'm saying? God squad, you know what I mean? Not the art squad. All right, let's go.
There are now more National Guard soldiers down in the subway system than after 9/11. The governor saying that the initial deployment was so successful, she's adding more troops to accomplish the safety mission.
So you heard it right there. We now have the most troops that we've had.
Also, a lot going on in the sector. I will be speaking about some of the stuff. You know what I mean? We got to talk. We got to have our conversations. You know what I'm saying? We got to go down the rabbit hole. And I got a whole lot of rabbit hole stuff today, man. We got a couple of cops get mowed down. We see that airplanes is going down all over the place. All right? It's like 3 countries, airplanes just fell out the sky. Dude just mowed a bunch of people down in New Orleans in a truck. They don't know if it's not Antifa. They try to say it was some terrorist shit. You know what I'm saying? I say shut the fuck up, you know, and wait for ascertain the truth and let's see what happens, you know?
Stationed in the subway since 9/11. And while
I keep better. Happy 2025. Lanskeezy, happy 2025. Let's go.
Our leaders say this is not in response to any specific
See if we can get an algorithm tonight.
incident.
I'm gonna be outside tonight.
There have been a number of recent incidents which have captured the attention of riders and reopened a conversation about how safe the subway actually is. And by flooding the subway with troops, critics say our leaders are subtly admitting that without them, we'd be in danger of something.
Scores of additional soldiers are taking up positions in the New York City transit system. It brings to 1,000 the number of National Guard members.
We always seen them down there, but did y'all see that? Wait, let me show you the video real quick of this dude. This dude pushed somebody in the fucking, and it wasn't even like he was provoked. It wasn't even like he was provoked. Look at this kid, man. And this is a kid. I can't call him a kid. I was mowing, hold up a second. I was mowing shit down when I was like 15. This dude right here is 23 years old. Check this cat out real quick. Before we go back. You know what I'm saying? I don't make this shit up. I just show it to y'all. And Jesus Christ. Check this out.
To have some big news today. First, a horrific scene on the New York City subway. The video difficult to watch. A man injured after he was out of nowhere, shoved in front of an oncoming train in Chelsea. The suspect quickly captured by...
Look at this kid's face, y'all. Look how his eyes are down. His brows are down, man. The demon possessed this one right here, y'all. A demon possessed this kid and pushed. I don't care how much beef you got with somebody, man. You scrap it out. Even if you would have shot him or stabbed him or something like that, that's like normal, crime. But pushing somebody in front of a train.
By police and just charged with attempted murder. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon has the story.
The chilling video obtained by Eyewitness News shows a man standing close to the edge of the platform behind a couple of ferry baiters and another man approaching and casually shoving him in front of a 1 train just after 1:30 this afternoon at 18th Street. First responders would go between the stopped subway cars to rescue the 45-year-old victim and take him to Bellevue Hospital. Sources tell us he is a New York City resident and is in stable condition tonight. Less than an hour after the attack,
Look at this
suspect
guy,
was in custody. Identified
coward pushed the man in the train.
23-year-old Kamel Hawkins of Brooklyn. Tonight, riders on the same Chelsea.
Incredible, man. So this is what we got. It is what it is. So I asked you today, right? I love New York just like everybody else because I'm from New York. But New York, in my opinion, ain't the best place to be raised. I mean, excuse me, not New York, New York City, okay? Because there's a lot of places in New York that's beautiful, you know? It's just too bad that it's not accessible to a lot of people because motherfuckers ain't got that much money. Let's keep it real. We New York by default. We live in New York because our parents put us there. That's it. It's just that simple. Your people put you in New York, and that's it. But as a grown person, you have to evaluate your situation, especially when you're not out there making money. A lot of people not making money. Shit rough out there, man. People doing bad in New York. Trust me. It's not the best city. It's only the best city to people that's stuck in New York. Trust me, man. Dude, half of these people got roommates in New York, man. You rarely find somebody. Yo, dudes got roommates, man.
Stationed at subway entrances, a show of force intended to deter crime and to reassure riders.
I saw like officers like on duty, which I was like, okay, like I'm safe here.
There's too many crazy people out here, and the more that they have down here, the better.
The mental illness, the homeless,
mental illness. That's what we talking about. Assalamu alaikum, truth lady.
need help.
250 additional National Guard soldiers are being deployed to stations across the city. The guardsmen are being added.
13 slashings in the last week alone. I'm talking about dudes just running down, stabbing people up on New York trains for no reason.
To the 750 on patrol since last March.
I've heard from many people that the presence of the National Guard has made
double tap the screen, get the likes up, and share this video real quick.
Not just a physical difference, but a psychological difference in how they feel about safety.
Since the pandemic, crime is down overall by 12%, but murders are up 200%. Felony assault
200% on murders.
Are up 55%, and burglaries up 140%.
Honey book completely changed.
Up 200%. That's crazy. Imagine you could get a crypto, exchange rate. I mean, crypto rise like that, 200%.
So as our leaders tell us the subway is safe, they continue rolling out the military just to make sure nothing comes along to prove otherwise. But that's exactly what's happening, and nobody in charge wants to admit that the New York City subway is a lot more dangerous than most people.
We've been funky, man. We've been seeing them police on 34th Street. The army, you know what I mean, checking people's bags and shit like that. We've been seeing that. They checking police now.
I think it is. But in spite of that, we're being told that there's nothing to worry about because crime is down now after it was up earlier this year. And it likely would have stayed up had the military not been deployed back in March to scare away some dangerous criminals. While assisting the NYPD with randomized bag checks, looking for weapons and contraband, with seizures of such items skyrocketing earlier in 2024. Something that can only happen in an environment where criminals are not scared one bit of law enforcement or the consequences of getting arrested. An elevated level.
They need to spread that shit out. They need to take that shit above ground too, because they on the ground tearing New York up.
Of criminal behavior are something our country has witnessed recently, with several high-profile incidents taking place beneath New York streets, which critics say is proof our decriminalization efforts are not making this city a better, safer place, but instead are making sure that if anyone gets arrested with a weapon or for assault, they're released back into the general public and not sent to jail.
What about dude that mowed all them people down in New Orleans yesterday? We gotta talk about that today.
And those crime stats our leaders say are down, well, critics have serious problems with those statements because they allege there's evidence our real problems are being deliberately hidden and swept under the rug. And that brings us to the real reason why there are now more troops deployed to the subway and why this deployment has lasted almost 1 calendar year so far. If the troops were to be removed, it might signal to the criminal underworld that the time is right to come back out of the shadows.
Now you gotta pay them. You can't afford to let them go. Pull no punches, salute. Damn, you salute.
However, the frightening reality of all this security is that it only focuses on the entrances to the subway, of which there are so many.
That's why dudes getting away with stabbing people up all week.
Policing and militarizing them all is virtually impossible. Plus, our troops and police do not ride the trains themselves. We're told the trains have cameras that will keep us safe, which is why all this extra security is focused on the subway's entrances. And as you're about to see, this reveals that once inside the subway, nothing can be done to guarantee anyone's safety. So here we are at the Times Square 42nd Street subway terminal during the morning rush hour, and you'll see troops posted at this entrance right over here. But that's not the case at every terminal in the system. Some of the others I went through earlier today didn't have any security presence. But all this sporadic security has people on both sides of the aisle scratching their heads, because we were told earlier this year that crime was so high, we needed the National Guard to bring it down, which it did. And all year we've been hearing about how safe the subway is. So why then would we need more National Guard troops? And how safe can the subway truly be if not every entrance has people stationed at it, and if troops and police are not riding the trains and spending time on the platform?
Let me tell you something. Unless they put $1 billion in, that subway system, man, ain't never gonna be safe. Honestly, we just kicking a dead horse. For real, for real. Even if they did put $1 billion, you remember when they had the teenage, what do they call that, 21 Jump Street cats on the train? Little young dudes, you know what I'm saying? The Guardian Angel.
As much
they should have gave the Guardian Angel some money.
Just some riders would prefer.
Captain Obvious, salute.
That outburst happened just as we were speaking with Keisha Irby about the governor's plan to enhance safety in the subway system. She announced Wednesday 250 additional National Guard soldiers are being deployed to stations across the city.
So here you have a reporter interviewing people outside of a police bag check, and what happens is...
What do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? It's New York the spot, man. You know? I don't think people that got families that's struggling, New York and in New York City would think that, you know what I mean, this is the spot. It's only the spot to people that never been there.
An illegal immigrant now under arrest and charged with murder in New York City. Police say the suspect set a woman on fire on the subway in Brooklyn and watched her burn. Her horrifying death was caught on video.
People got to go to work every day.
The Brooklyn district attorney prosecuting the case said this gruesome and senseless act of violence against a vulnerable woman will be met with the most serious consequences. Fox confirmed that the 33-year-old...
It says, defiance of the law. Republican lawmakers calls to defund sanctuary cities. Now...
suspect entered the country illegally in Arizona back in June of 2018. Just days later, he was removed from the country, deported, and returned to Guatemala. It's unclear when he re-entered the United States. No one...
I wonder where they be getting all this bread to just be traveling back and forth. Most Americans can't just get up and go out the country because they broke.
Knows. Former acting Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf says it speaks to a larger problem.
He obviously came back in as a gotaway, and
Your Trucito.
There's been over 2.5 million gotaways under the last 4 years because Border Patrol agents aren't out there on the line patrolling the border. Instead, they're in Border Patrol
Tom Homan just wild
facilities,
out,
facilitating and processing illegal aliens.
The New York Post cover with this headline, up in flames. It also calls out New York Governor Kathy Hochul. On Sunday, the same day that the crime was committed, some 8 hours later, she took a victory lap, boasting about lower subway crime rates. New York Democratic Congresswoman Richie Torres posted there has...
I swear them numbers be fake, man. Because the reality is every day somebody gets slashed, shot, robbed.
Has there ever been a more tone-deaf governor in the history of New York? And incoming Borders are Tom Homan with this.
Uh-oh.
She has a green light law.
Tom Homan, a.k.a. Sergeant Slaughter. This motherfucker holds nothing back.
ICE and CBP can't even work with local law enforcement. So Governor Hochul, shame on you. There's nothing you can say that's going to make this right in New York.
Congresswoman Claudia Tenney of New York with us now. Congresswoman, thank you for joining us. So much about this case is just out.
Give me a second, y'all. Double tap the screen if you're new here from the shorts feed or the vertical feed. We got to go down the rabbit hole, man. You know what I mean? Now, before we go too far, I want to shock y'all into something. I just seen this video. It was last week. We tried to look at it, but you know, this is a family show, and I'm most likely to tell you SMD at some point. But it says here, killer chases victim down, murders him in broad daylight. The way this dude was yelling in this hallway, check this out, man. They're not going to actually show him getting chopped up, but check how this happened.
What are you talking about? Where are you? You said that he
Now, put some carrots in the chat if y'all ready to go down the rabbit hole, man. Happy 2025.
cut him up with a machete.
Guests at the country
Trump 25, man. Sending all these motherfuckers back home.
and in suites in Bedford.
Including me, you know? Including me. Start out with me.
Bedford, New Hampshire, are settling down for a quiet evening indoors when the peace is suddenly shattered. As investigators gather the facts, they're unaware of another
BMW, happy 2025, my brother.
utterly harrowing
Same thing to you, Truth.
secret hidden inside one of the hotel rooms. The following report is based on police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note,
It look like they got us in the shorts feed. Let's go.
that while the following CCTV footage is intense, it does not show anyone being physically harmed or injured. Shortly after 4:30 on August 21st, 2021,
Watch these two dudes here, because the one that's in the front with the tank top, he's the one that ends up getting chopped up by the dude that's following him.
two men check into the hotel. The one on the left is 28-year-old Nathan Cashman, and the other is 42-year-old Theodore Lucky. While nothing seems amiss at first glance, one of these men harbors murderous thoughts about to be unleashed.
And I mean, from the time I seen this guy, I don't know, I just had a bad feeling about him. Creepy.
Minutes after this encounter, a witness in room 312 hears hair-raising cries from the hallway on the third floor.
It sounded like a man screaming at the top of his voice, help me, and several times, 3 or 4 times. And
If you want to send them motherfuckers back, you let me know, man. You see this guy in the back? His name is Trump. I call him white chocolate. You know what I'm saying? He's going to set this fucking country straight, all right? You believe what I'm talking about? Type ones in the chat.
then I heard somebody, it sounded like footsteps following him, behind him. And then I heard silence, but I heard like banging, like somebody was.
Watch this video. Let me just get right to, oh, here it go. Black Afghanistan salute.
Captured the unfolding violence. A witness staying in room 218 notices two men at the end of the hallway engaged in an altercation.
And when I got off the elevator,
I had to see those cameras. This means he didn't give a.
there was two men at the end of the hallway, one of which was beating one man with the hose of a fire extinguisher. And when they heard the elevator ding, they turned and one guy was screaming, "Get the police." And the other guy started moving toward me. That was.
I'm gonna lie, I got stabbed up, man. It's a scary experience. I'd rather get shot than stabbed, man. Niggas stabbed me up. I couldn't even use my arm. Like my arm was dangling. I was running. They was busting at me too. They was trying to shoot me too. You know what I mean? But they had stabbed me up and I got away. You feel me? I'll tell you that story one day, but it's scary.
Was beating him. So I ran to my room as quick as I could and got in with my key. And then I called the main desk about 8 or 9 times and couldn't get
Walking him down, knowing that he can't get, there's no way he's going to get away from it.
through. And then about 10 minutes later, I had police knocking on my door.
Photographs taken of the crime scene show glimpses of this encounter near the second-floor window as guests struggle to avoid the bedlam. One of the witnesses...
You're on that Trump train and you're in the chat, double tap the screen, number 1. That gets likes up. But type ones in the chat, please.
Describes a desperate decision Nathan was forced to take in a panicked attempt to save himself.
And when I came out, I look up. I said, oh, man, this dude jumped out the window trying to save his life. You know what I'm saying? There's blood all on the window. The frame of the window's on the ground right there. And then that's when the other maintenance guy that's here sitting in his car, I went over and told him, I said, man, did you see that? He said, no, I didn't see nothing. I was down on my phone. I said, man, look, dude just jumped out the window. 2 minutes later, at least 2 minutes later, there's a white guy running around the corner. And then all of a sudden, the guy came behind him with the black guy with the red hair had a machete in his hand. And he whacked him in the back of his head right before he went in and put like another gash of many gashes that this guy already had on him. So he goes in and I'm like, oh, man.
As Theodore chases Nathan back inside the hotel, another eyewitness recounts what he observed inside the lobby.
Some carrots in the chat, man. We about to go down the rabbit hole tonight. Trust me when I tell you, man, 2025 is going to be a better year than 2024. All right? Is New York the place to be raising your fucking kids? Get in the polls.
As the assault nears its gruesome conclusion.
The two people came blasting in through the door, and the one in the front, the other guy was chasing, was saying, please help, please help. I saw the guy hit him once, and then we just got out of there. That was the last thing we saw.
Security camera footage further underscores Nathan's desperate struggle to escape the malicious assault as witnesses look on in horror.
I don't know what he did to him, man. He had a machete. He knows all those cameras around. He just crashed out, man.
As Theodore continues his relentless attack against Nathan, the front desk clerk inexplicably puts himself in grave danger while he's on the phone with a 911 operator. While it may seem that this situation is coming to an end, Theodore is
wow.
just getting started And another horrifying discovery remains to be uncovered behind the closed doors of this hotel. This horrifying attack in the lobby lasted almost 4 minutes, but it'll take investigators much longer.
Oh, man. This is sad, bro. This is sad, man. Dudes crashing out like that. I don't know, man.
Longer to uncover.
Not too many things you could do to make you go this far, bro.
For the reasons behind such a cruel assault. 12 minutes later, the medical team arrives to check on Nathan. Paramedics note a deep...
You know what's so crazy about you motherfuckers? When the police come up in there and shoot this dude down, right? Even while he got his hands up. Let me tell you something. If I was a cop, even if he put his hands... See, that's why I couldn't be a cop. Yeah, I'll rest in peace him. I'll rest in peace him. That's why they said, you know what? We you know, when I went to trying to be a cop school for ex-crooks, they shut me down. Yeah, as soon as they seen the fucking application, they said, who? Mac who? Oh, no. You want to know why? Because they know that even if he had his hands up, I'd have shot him down after seeing this shit.
Laceration across Nathan's neck.
Send him back.
Suggesting that his throat had been slit and declares death. Unsurprisingly, a medical examiner will
try to cut his head off. Old head in the building. Let me wrench old head, man. My bad. Old head. 22. I'll be forgetting that's his fucking name. 22 on it.
Later note in the autopsy report.
Let me read back what it said right here. It said Officer Wolbrook saw the man's eyes appeared open and lifeless. The male had a large, deep laceration on his neck, as though it had been a slit on the floor right above the male's head. Officer Wolbrook observed a large machete about 14 inches with a black pen.
Deep laceration across Nathan's neck, suggesting that his throat had been slit and declared
fucking coward
his death. Unsurprisingly, a medical examiner will later note in the autopsy.
Somebody will call this, like, you know, somebody will celebrate this and applaud this type of shit, you know, and call this dude some type of thug or gangster. This ain't no fucking gangster. This is a coward. As soon as the police would have sent him up to Jesus Christ, salute the soul. Jesus Christ. Y'all have been crying. He's a black man. He's a black man. Yeah, he got his black ass killed for doing demon shit. Chase that man down like that in that hotel. Man, coward. J. Rico, salute. Happy New Year's. Sky Swizzy. You know, my brother, Just Talk Real Talk in the building. Salute the Just Talk Real Talk. Well, I thought I seen Just Talk Real Talk. You know what I mean? Sharonda, everybody, Sky Swizzy, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, I seen Kuba try to Frank stand you, so I had to come and you know, and let them know, man, they just take things too serious, man. Kuba's one of the good dudes out here. He just get caught up in this goofy shit out here. That's why I be trolling the fuck out of him. And he's soft, so it is what it is.
Or is just getting started. And another horror.
Oh, I know that he's soft. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you do like me and you put so much pain in the work, it's like, you know, I can see. Niggas is good hustlers. You niggas good talkers. You might even be a pimp or something. I don't know. You know? She ain't no gangsters. All right? This dude ain't even no gangster. This is a coward with a knife.
Horrifying discovery remains to be uncovered behind the closed doors of this hotel. This horrifying attack in the lobby lasted almost 4 minutes, but it'll take investigators much longer to uncover the reasons behind such a cruel assault. 12 minutes later, the medical...
Yo, get in the chat. It's Kuba soft. Type 1. Kuba, you could type for yourself too if you're here. Type 1 because you soft in the chat.
Team arrives to check on Nathan. Paramedics note a deep laceration across Nathan's neck, suggesting that his throat had been...
Okay, last thing I'm going to say before, and I'm going to start turning up so we get some people here, right? Last thing I'm going to say about Kuba is that the only reason I like really trolling Kuba is because Kuba actually responds to everything. That shit is fun as fuck. Imagine you're a troll ass nigga like me and nigga keep responding. Like, what? Man, you broke as fuck. Let me see $100. And he start go fetching for $100. Oh, I got my life. Yes.
Been slit and declares death. Unsurprisingly, a medical examiner will later...
You the only one that don't like Kuba. You the only one. Cooper's a good one, man. I like Cooper, man. He's just soft.
Her note in the autopsy report that Nathan died from multiple chop wounds of the head, neck, and body. As Theodore flees the crime scene, officers are unaware that they're about to receive a lead from an unlikely location over 250 miles.
Yeah, man.
Miles away.
Rest in peace to the guy that stabbed me up, though, man. I heard he's out of here, man. That's what the streets say, you know what I mean? He killed the dude I know, too. Allegedly. Well, not allegedly, because he went to jail for it. You know what I'm saying? Well, they say he killed the dude, allegedly, you know, because he beat it. Too bad he came home and got killed himself. Rest in peace to him and his baby mother. His baby mother's dead, too. Her name was, she went to fucking DR and got a surgery or something and died out there. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to her. Now, her son and his son don't got a mother or father. Better be careful who you stabbing, man. God don't like you stabbing his children.
My wife just got a call from her son. Okay. He just killed somebody in New Hampshire. Okay, he just got out of prison, apparently, and it's been back and forth down here. She come home, she's all upset. I'm watching the game, me and my cousin, you know, she blew my high. She tells me, Junior just killed someone. Where the hell?
Yo, she talking to the police. Like, man, she blew my high.
Where's Junior at? He's in New Hampshire. I talked to him on the phone.
Sure it was him?
I'm positive it was him. Okay.
Well, actually, old head, aka 22 Ronan, they call me Harry Pothead when I put the sweater on. I had this sweater for about 7 years, man. This is a very nice sweater. I wear it maybe once a year.
And he's telling me, Dad, I understand, you know, and I'm talking to him.
He's like my smoke jacket. You know what I'm talking about? You know? It used to be my smoke jacket. These days, I wear it once a year. So this is the father, the nigga, the dude that just stabbed that dude up with that machete, calls his mother, who's this dude's wife. He's like, yo, you blowing my high. He think he playing. He don't know. He didn't see the video we just seen.
Telling him what not to do. Hey, I understand what's going on. He'll get killed tonight, okay? Because they're looking for him.
More officers from the Asbury Park Police Department in New Jersey arrive on the scene, and Theodore's mother,
damn, this is Sean Prince, probably know. Sean Prince from over there, right? Asbury?
Vivian Brown, relays
know about this.
Vital information.
I got a phone call from my son. He was hysterical. He was cussing, and my son don't cuss around me. He's like, Mom, you was f***ing right. You was f***ing right. I'm like, Junior, what? He said, I done killed the mother. And my heart dropped. I said, what are you talking about? Where are you? He said that he cut him up with a machete at some hotel or somewhere. And I was like, where are you? Where are you? He said, I'm in New Hampshire. I don't know where I'm at. I said, well, whose car are you driving? I don't know. Mom, I'm lost. I don't know. I'm just going to tell
dude that's with him is going to fry with him.
I have to tell you that I love you. I'm saying goodbye to you. I'm going away for the rest of my life. I don't give a damn if he's dead. I'm covered in blood. I don't know.
Yeah.
As New Jersey officers dispatch this
Let me keep it real with y'all, man. I'm just starting right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have a long night tonight. And I'm gonna fuck one of y'all up. Tonight, I'm gonna do you dirty. Shaw Banks, you know what that faggot ass, I gotta tell y'all later, is I'm gonna lose my audience talking about you. But nigga, I got you. You is a grease ball, man. You on my dick so hard, bro. Oh God.
information to the New Hampshire State Police, Vivian shares more about Theodore.
He just got out of prison Mother's Day weekend, May the 7th.
Have you ever acted out like this before?
That's why he was in prison the last time.
According to online reports, Theodore was convicted of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old minor in 2004.
Oh, nah, they're gonna kill him.
And in 2012, he pled guilty to 2 counts of kidnapping and served a portion of his sentence in the Northern New Hampshire Correctional Facility, where he met
I hope the police found him and put a box of shells in him.
Nathan.
Do you know anyone by a Nate or a Nathan?
He just got out of prison too.
Okay.
Evidently they were...
Sorry, Big Mama, you did a bad job. You know what you did? You know what you did? You made this nigga like this. Somehow. Shall she, oh, you know what I mean? I
was in prison.
Shocked by what their son has just admitted to doing, Vivian has reached her emotional limit with Theodore.
I'm not.
Honey, as long as he's alive, that's all that matters. Okay.
When he took that boy's life, he should have took...
Her husband is tired of this shit. Her husband, you see how he got his hands in his pocket? Yo, this shit's blowing my heart. Just listen, he's alive. Get his ass. Why? Because he's gone. He's gone. You out here S word, I mean R wording and wilding, kidnapping, and then running around the hotel. You need to be, he don't need to be in jail, man. He don't need to be on this earth. Y'all gotta do God's work, man. Come on, man. Better not hear nothing.
Your kids right along with it. That's the way I feel about it. You don't go around here killing nobody. I don't care what they do to you. You don't take nobody's life.
I understand that.
You don't do that.
I just don't want him to die for being stupid.
He took someone's life. I don't want to hear that. He should have took his life right along with it. If he wanted to take somebody.
Wow. Damn. Damn.
Like he should have took it.
Theodore's parents and the officers don't know yet that this is only a part of the crime he committed that day. Soon, a call comes in that changes the entire dynamic of the situation inside the apartment.
Hello?
Double tap the screen, y'all.
He turned himself in. He's getting ready to walk in. Junior?
Walk in? Get man run so they can shoot. Oh, man.
That's Mom. Why, baby? Why?
I love you, Mom.
I love you too. Where you at? What police station you at?
I want to find what police station is this? Bedford. Yeah. I took somebody's life, Mom. I did it.
As Theodore speaks with his parents, one of the officers makes an alarming observation.
I don't think he's in custody yet.
Junior, whose phone are you on?
My phone.
You are in handcuffs?
No, I'm at the police station. A fireman just walked out.
Thankfully, Theodore is taken into custody without further incident. As detectives escort him into an interrogation room and read him his Miranda rights, they will soon confront him about yet another bone-chilling discovery made at the hotel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's out.
It was my boyfriend. Okay.
That was his boyfriend. Wait a minute. Oh, man, this shit is zesty as shit, man. Yo, double tap screen. Let's get the likes up, man. This is rabbit hole shit, bro. He coming up in there with pink hair after he molded, chopped this dude down. He had to be from the community.
Made at the hotel.
It was my boyfriend. Okay. All right. How long have you guys been dating? Over 3 years. Okay. He's definitely gone.
Oh, is he definitely gone, man? Y'all been pillow biting for.
You tell me that. You get that information from me, and I'll tell you anything you want to know. I'm telling you the information that I have is that he's deceased.
Oh, so Nathan was the dude that he.
What happened tonight that kind of caused this? I was hurt. Yeah. And he got out of prison a few weeks ago.
Theodore claims that he drove from New Jersey that morning to see Nathan and arrived at the hotel around noon.
We'd like to know what the interaction was in the hotel room. Yeah, we started arguing about him yelling at me.
While Theodore shares about the incident, officials also know there's more to his story.
Harris in the chat, man. We about to go down the rabbit hole. This is a Zest Fest.
As they explore the timeline of events.
I guess.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's.
So you said, did stuff happen in the hallway?
Mania.
Or was it down into the lobby? Or could you help us understand where things kind of happened? It happened in the lobby and in the hallway and along the hotel. And when you say happened, are you stabbing, or is it more of like a hitting, or how would you?
What you mean we love butt stories? You the audience. You in the audience watching this shit. You butt nut.
Hitting, like coming from up down. Yeah. And where were you hitting him?
He gonna come to our chat and talk about we love butt stories. You know what I'm saying? And he's watching.
Nigga, you gay. Nigga, you gay.
Crime scene photographs show the bloody machete Theodore used in the slaughter. But shockingly, Nathan was not the only victim that day. While officers were interviewing witnesses at the hotel, they discovered shocking security footage showing Theodore checking into the hotel earlier that day with 60-year-old David Hanford. But David didn't know that he was walking into a nightmare.
What would really help us is there another person? Who's this other person?
Later reports state that David is Theodore's ex-boyfriend and has known him for—
Oh, God. A 60-year-old sugar David with hoochie daddy shorts.
decades. Theodore later—
Oh, man, Trump, come grab the wheel, man. Send him back. You're on that Trump train. Type ones in the chat, man. Trump, we need you to send him back, man.
claimed that David believed they were at the hotel for a romantic weekend and knew nothing about his plans for Nathan.
Who's the other gentleman that you were asking about? Is he Dave? Okay. Where was Dave? In the room. So Dave was also in the room. In another room. Oh, okay. Did he come?
There was 3 of them in there. Oh, God.
Nigga, you gay.
Come up with you from New Jersey? Okay.
As officers started—
People that just come in here that don't know what happened. This dude came through with a machete and chopped down his ex-boyfriend.
But what are you talking about? Where are you?
Machete, look at this.
That he cut him up with a machete.
Guests at the Country Inn and Suites in Bedford, New Hampshire are settling down. One on the left is 28-year-old Nathan Cashman, and the other is 42-year-old Theodore Lucky. While nothing seems amiss at first glance, one of these men harbors murderous thoughts about to be unleashed.
And I mean, from the—
Here you go. Here go the video, but the actual video. I'm gonna go back to where we was at, but I just want the people that just got here to see this.
To avoid the danger, the hotel security camera captured the unfolding violence. A witness staying in room 218 notices 2 men at the end of the hallway engaged in an altercation.
And when I got off the elevator, there was 2 men at the end of the hallway, and then I called the main desk about 8 or 9 times and couldn't get through. And then about 10 minutes later, I had police knocking on my door.
Photographs taken of the crime scene show
Act this dude up in that hotel and then try to cut his head off and behind the counter. This dude right here.
like another gash of many gashes that this guy already had on him. So he goes in and I'm like, oh man.
As Theodore chases Nathan back inside the hotel, another eyewitness recounts what he observed inside the lobby as the assault nears its gruesome conclusion.
The 2 people came blasting into the door, and the one in the front, the other guy was chasing, was saying, please help, please help. I saw the guy hit him once, and then we just got out of there.
He was going to slice the clerk up too.
Last thing we saw.
Security camera footage further underscores Nathan's desperate struggle to escape the malicious assault as witnesses look on in horror. As Theodore continues his relentless attack against
that old man right there is lucky he wasn't the target, because he would have.
Nathan, the front desk clerk inexplicably put—
Double tap the screen if you got here from the vertical feed or the shorts feed. We're going down the rabbit hole, man. If you're on that Trump train, type ones in the chat. Spam the chat with ones.
Himself in grave danger while he's on the phone with a 911 operator. While it may seem that this situation is coming to an end, Theodore is just getting started, and another horrifying discovery remains to be uncovered behind the
all the people that ran away are trying to run and defend that. You know, nobody tried to help them. I ain't gonna lie, man. Oh man, I got stabbed up. That's not a good look. You understand me? But I probably would have lost my life because I would have tried to help them. I wouldn't be able to see that shit happening. I'd have put myself in danger. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't have thought about my kids. I wouldn't have thought about nothing. I would just reacted. I would have wanted to see him dead.
Those doors of this hotel. This horrifying attack in the lobby lasted almost 4 minutes, but it'll take investigators much longer to uncover the reasons behind such a cruel assault. 12 minutes later, the medical team arrives to check on Nathan. Paramedics note a deep laceration across Nathan's neck, suggesting that his throat had been slit, and declare his death.
Okay, so Nathan's throat has been slit. He came in with him. It's okay. So let's go now. It makes sense. We know the names. Nathan is the dude that came in with him that got slashed up like that, right? So that's the dude with the tank top, like I said. Let's listen to his explanation again.
Him about yet another bone-chilling discovery made at the hotel.
That's what I'm saying. Your truth. I would have ran towards. I don't know, man. My reaction was different. As soon as I got the first slice, you know what I'm saying? I got stabbed twice. The first time, I went like this because he had the same type of knife, like a machete. I went like this to defend myself, and when I put my arm up like that, He hit, matter of fact, I'm gonna show it to y'all. That motherfucker hit my arm. That right there, fucking arm just went limp and cold. And I was running. I tried to pick my arm up. That shit would not move. Your natural reaction is to fight, but you can't use your arm. He probably couldn't even pick his arms up there because he already chopped them up like 20 times.
Okay. All right. How long have you guys been dating? Over 3 years. Okay. He's definitely gone. You tell me that, you get that information from me, and I'll tell you anything you want to know. I'm telling you the information that I have.
Well, he do look like a fucking Dennis Rodman. Transvestite.
Is that he's deceased. What happened tonight that kind of caused this? I was hurt. Yeah. He got out of prison a few weeks ago.
Theodore claims that he drove from New Jersey that morning to see Nathan and arrived at the hotel around noon.
We'd like to know what the interaction was in the hotel room. Yeah, we started arguing about him yelling at me.
While Theodore shares about the incident, officials also know there's more to his story as they explore the timeline of events.
And that's what I'm saying. He probably couldn't even use his fucking arms. Keep it 100. See that shit? That's a stab wound. They had stitches inside and outside. You see how I go halfway or mostly across the back of my arm? I don't know what it cut back there, but it cut the circulation off, and I could not lift my fucking arm. For like 6 months, I couldn't use this bitch.
I guess you said, did stuff happen in the hallway, or was it down into the lobby? Or could you help us understand where things kind of happened? It happened in the lobby, in the hallway, and the hotel. And when you say happened, are you stabbing, or is it more of like a hitting, or how would you describe it? Hitting, like coming from up down. Yep. And where were you hitting him? Everywhere. Okay.
Crime scene photographs show the bloody machete Theodore used in the slaughter. But shockingly, Nathan was not the only victim that day.
Wow.
While officers were interviewing witnesses at the hotel, they discovered shocking security footage showing Theodore checking into the hotel earlier that day with 60-year-old David Hanford. But David didn't know that he was walking into a nightmare.
What would really help us is
oh, wow. So he booked the hotel with both of them at 2 different times. Yo, this dude was uncanny. Oh, man.
Is there another person? Who's this other person?
That's why I don't trust these people that you know what I mean? Like, they was trying to get the kids to cut their little things off. And so I don't trust the people that's on that. There's mental illness involved.
Later reports state that David is Theodore's ex-boyfriend and has known him for decades. Theodore later claimed that David believed they were at the hotel for a romantic weekend and knew nothing about his plans for Nathan.
Who's the other gentleman that you were asking about? Is he Dave? Okay. Where was Dave? In the room. So Dave was also in the room? In another room. Oh, okay. Did he come up with you from New Jersey? Okay.
As officers started clearing the crime scene, they received information that there may be a second victim. As they cleared the hotel's 3rd floor, they knocked and received no response from one of the rooms. Upon opening the door, officers found David completely
That's the same thing that happened to me, YouTube, but the second one was in my ribs.
Incapacitated.
Like, it went right through my shit.
So you're in the hotel with Dave, and how is he, he's bound to like the bed or tied to the bed? Yeah. Okay. And did he do that sort of voluntarily, or was that something that you...
In fact, I'm going to show you that scar too.
Decided to do? David, well, more so him, he likes the whole SM and...
No, I don't feel like getting undressed.
Bondage type thing.
They found David.
I bet Shop Banks would love for me to get undressed right now. You know, put this in your mouth.
David covered in a hotel blanket with a belt wrapped around his neck. And
you know what I mean? That's my underwear, is your mouth. Because you always got it inside your mouth.
Clear tape covering his nose and mouth. It appeared he'd been dead for some...
Did he say mouth? Oh my God, I can't make this shit up, y'all. Jesus Christ.
Sometime.
Listen, you want to skip this ad. I would too. But
Yes.
what if I told you there's a skip ad?
All right, back to the work.
While it's still unknown what prompted Theodore to commit this horrifying act, the eventual answer is something none of the detectives anticipated.
I told Dave that I was hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. I told Dave I didn't want to hurt him. I wish that I could leave you in the room like tied to the bed. But because I told you everything, you might get and tell everything what I said.
Oh, don't tell me he killed that old man too.
Well, things go south. I knew what I was going to do.
You didn't want him to get out.
No.
You mentioned you didn't want him to say what you had said about Nathan.
Yep.
Theodore claims that he kept David inside the room and eventually suffocated him to death because David knew about his plans. He feared that David might have escaped and warned Nathan about the impending attack. But to understand what
fucking psycho
motivated Theodore to attack Nathan,
how you running, bro?
Detectives must explore their relationship. 2 weeks prior to the events at the hotel, Theodore and his friends drove up to visit Nathan and noticed something odd about him.
But then I came outside and I was talking to him and I noticed that there was a hickey on his neck.
A week
later, he chopped that man down over a hickey on his neck, man.
Nigga, you gay.
Damn, man. Rest in peace to that dude.
Later, when Nathan calls off their relationship, things spiral out of control.
And he said that he was breaking up. I said, why? That's when he told me.
Don't act like we didn't all know that that this wasn't about a breakup.
He had slept with some girl. Less than 2 weeks ago, you were telling me that you want to be with me, you want to marry me, and now you're moving in with your ex-girlfriend.
I don't understand how these dudes go gay for a little while, right?
Nigga, you gay.
Go back and act like whole men. Back with, I don't even know what type of women be getting. Like, you not scared of where his shit been? Oh my God, no disrespect to them, but it is what it is. I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with people that live like that and then go back. It's like a dude in jail getting bent over and then come home acting like he a straight thug. You ain't no straight thug. You a plug. Or you're a plug. Oh God.
He told me that he wanted to see me.
Basically chopped him down. Did all of that to this dude because the dude wanted to move on with his life and had a fucking hickey on his neck. Double tap the screen. Fucking rat. You little rat bastard. I hope they end them and you know.
It's gross. A commuter took this video.
Remember this video? Back to this New York shit. We're going to definitely go down the rabbit hole. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place. But that thing was depressing me a little bit. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Type ones in the chat if y'all want me to keep it real ski with you. You know, my name is Mac Mean. True story. All stories ain't true, but this one is. You know, double tap the screen. Get the likes up. I'm about to offend somebody. I already feel it. No freaky.
Nigga, you gay.
Okay? Now, if you're on the Trump train and you like white chocolate, okay? Double tap the screen.
Nigga, you gay.
So is you. All right? And if you're too sensitive and you're a man and you like you got the panties with the dick holes in it, here's something for you. Y'all know my show.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your second deodorant.
Happy 2025. What's up, my nigga? A lot of you, man, I'm a whole New York dude. But I'll take a chance with a dude with a gun before I play with a rat. Oh my God, I can't stand rats. Look at them. This rat jumped all over this homeless dude. Remember this video? And he didn't even care. You know he's a New Yorker. He got a rat on him. You know what I'm saying? Dance in New York. Before I go all the way in there, right, and get in the rabbit hole, abortion is murder too. That's my opinion. A lot of dudes in my city, they ain't saying nothing. A lot of records from here, they get no play. Go get an answer so you get no pay. That's everybody's uncle. That's how they dance. You know what I'm saying? But what's up with these New York rats? Let's talk about
video. You see the rat running around inside a subway car. Then, while one guy is...
and that rat is familiar with his ass. He's like, oh, I know this stench. Smell just like Sha Frank.
It runs right up his leg. Take a look at that thing. Oh, my God. Get this.
Yeah, I think the most shocking thing is the guy, it only briefly woke him up. And then he just goes right back to sleep. And the rowdy rat continues running around.
Rowdy rat.
As you can imagine.
Oh, my God. And look how close. It's in his face. He don't care. Some New York shit. Get out of New York, man. Man.
Totally viral. This video is everywhere. But one of the things I read, and this is a good point, doesn't that rat look awfully clean?
Yeah, especially for a New York City subway rat.
Exactly, the ones we have.
Said the rat looked cleaner than the man. Double tap the screen, right? To get the likes up. Or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots, because that's where it's at, all right? This man, why wouldn't he react?
Yeah, especially for a New York City subway rat.
Exactly, the ones we have here are all scary.
He don't care. Look at that rat all up, giving him a kiss.
Missing patches of hair.
Rat too. You know what? I don't like nobody getting too familiar with me like that. And that's one thing about them rats. Outside of the people downtown that talk like this, that eat them joints. You know what I mean? Because there's a certain group of people that eat rats. We know that. Jeremiah, it is old as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? All right. That day, you know, I don't know what kind of people eat rats.
We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo. We got to celebrate our differences. Nacho taco, chimichanga. Because it's beautiful when the whole world.
Mind that this rat's.
Oh, I don't even know what to say. That's my worst fear.
Really disgusting.
Oh man, come to New York, folks. Have a good time.
I lost half my audience playing that shit.
More world news after this.
That must be everybody from New York. God's work. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, this right here is disturbing. I ain't gonna lie. This ain't rabbit hole, man. This is worse. This is not even rabbit hole, man, because rabbits wouldn't be down the direction I'm about to go. Now, this is in celebration. Matter of fact, we're not going to go there yet. Check this out first. On my big channel, we did a video about this, right? And this is about when cops faced it. This is basically the body cam footage of police that capture their last moments. Let's just put it that way, all right?
I'm in!
Hey, help. You tell my family. First one is just bad. This is just crazy.
Day as he confronted a dangerous drug dealer.
Oh, shit.
On February 4th, 2021, Homeland Security agents targeted Omar Felix, a 39-year-old serial.
Look at that guy's face. That one right there, oh, demon. This dude right here is a demon.
offender and drug trafficker during a covert operation. The plan was to intercept him on Interstate 10 in New Mexico, but they asked the New Mexico police to conduct the traffic
Let me
stop.
tell you something before we go any further, right? I need y'all to double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up. It's late. Okay, this right here, we're going to charge this to the Homeland Security. You want to know why? Because Homeland Security sent this cop. They already was tracking this dude down, right? He's a big trafficker. They know he's super dangerous. Boy running around with a fucking chopper in his truck, right? They send this cop by himself to do the traffic stop while they 250 yards away watching them get murdered. This shit is sad.
Instead of the assigned officers, a supervisor sent 28-year-old Officer Jarrett Darian, who had no backup, leading to a tragic outcome.
Afternoon, sir. My name is Darian Jarrett. I'm with New Mexico State Police. The reason for the stop is your window tints.
Rest in peace, Jarrett. Rest in peace to this guy. This is terrible.
Too dark. Yeah. You mind if I open the door?
Trump train. If you're on that Trump train, type 1. It's time to send him back, man. It's time to send him back. We can't be having this right here. This is terrible.
Or if you want to roll down the window more. Yeah. I know you got temp tags. You got a registration for the vehicle? Yes, sir. Do me a favor, come with me to my vehicle. That way I can run your name and date of birth, and then
hit that subscribe button at the top. It's free.
That way I can get my return, okay?
He attempted to make the encounter appear like a routine traffic stop, but the actual intent...
After all, man, not to interrupt the content, nobody else is going to reply to your comments. They're going to ignore you. Me, I might holler at you.
Of apprehending Cueva is for the illegal substances he was transporting. Meanwhile, several Homeland Security agents were stationed just 250 yards away, observing the situation without intervening as the lone uninformed officer confronted the highly dangerous suspect.
While she's sending the pic, let's go so that I can run my checks on you. I got paperwork I gotta do, you know? Hey.
He almost walked away from this with his life.
Real quick. You have firearm money? Yeah. No, I see. Please, do me a favor. You mind if I take it off you for my safety?
But he notices the gun and he's asking him because he's carrying it, you know, and it's he can't stop him, so he's telling him, "Do you mind taking it off?"
All right, hold on. All right, let's go to my vehicle, okay? Come on.
That's where he needed. This is where his mistake is at. This is why he lost his life right here. Trusted him right here to walk his thing around. He should have had his Glock in his hand. As soon as he seen that gun, blow his head off.
Oh shit!
Then he walks and puts one in his head. Walks right over him. Again. I don't think this should be on the internet for his family. Somebody, you know, do the Lord's work on Jesse. Salute to you, Jesse. Have a good night.
It was only after this tragic event that the Homeland Security agents positioned just 200.
You think that's funny? You think that's funny, Jesse? To see your father, your brother, somebody shot down like that, and you know what I mean, for nothing. Homeland Security got to take this L. They got to pay his family, and then watch what Homeland Security do. This is foul.
It was only after this tragic event that the Homeland Security agents, positioned just 250 yards away, finally intervened.
Hey! Police! Here to help! Here to help! Here to help! Here to help! Here to help!
Hey, he's gone because he put two in his head.
You call 911! Call 911! I'm with it.
If somebody laugh in the chat, block them. Don't time them out. Block them. Send them to YouTube heaven.
Okay. Call 911. He's dead.
Following the tragic news of Officer Jarrett's death, his outraged colleagues from the New Mexico Police Department, along with several other law enforcement agencies, launched a relentless pursuit of Omar Cueva, determined to apprehend him by any means necessary, dead or alive.
Did he shoot at him?
Caught him slipping, and that's a fact.
Let's stop this
Real tragedy ain't even start. Watch the end of this.
guy, man. We gotta stop him. Okay. Let's just shoot. Let's shoot at him.
Let's put it this way, right? Jeremy, the cop that got killed, his family gets done dirty, and another cop gets shot.
Shoot through his windshield.
Trigger warning and spoiler alert. You at the Guards Work channel. My name is Mac Main. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. It's at the top. Or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots, and hit that like button.
We gotta
or you can double tap the screen.
shoot through his windshield. Spiking's not gonna do nothing, bro.
Yeah, this cop got his head screwed on. He's like, yo, y'all trying to put tracks? We need to shoot him. For real. This is what the cop is saying.
Let's just shoot. Let's shoot at him. Let's shoot through his windshield. We gotta shoot through his windshield. Spiking's not gonna do nothing, bro. We gotta stop him.
Officers
imagine me and Venezuela Reyes with badges chasing the dude down like this, laughing, smoking weed. We're not putting spikes down, bro. All right, y'all too sensitive, man. But here's something for you.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS.
Sad.
Eventually deployed stop sticks to disable his vehicle and executed a successful pit maneuver after a pursuit spanning over 40 miles from the location where he killed Officer Jarrett. This led to a final showdown.
I'm not gonna lie, the cop that's about to get shot right now, you gotta charge it to him because it was some cowboy shit he did to get hit. Fuck this gun jam so quick, man. This is crazy. This dude gun jam. So that's cop right here that I'm circling right here. That's the one that got shot. He got right back up. But how do you gun jam, bro? Who the fuck train these cops? You know what? I just got it. Somebody just sent it to me. It was me. It was me. This is who trained the police right here.
Snitching. Snitch what? The very next day after I shot Max against the Boston Sea Corps, right? I prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Please don't let me kill nobody. I left the house.
Train these people, man. Oh, he puts the finishing touches on him right here. He emptied the clip on him. Wow. Now, is this white on white crime? I need to know. Well, you know, I'm asking for a friend.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
They managed to successfully neutralize Cueva, killing him in the process, with one of the officers getting shot in the process. The officer who shot was taken to the hospital and attended to, and the family of the earlier slain officer decided to file a lawsuit against the Homeland Security, which was thrown out by the judge as they had immunity from their actions. However, the family was eventually settled with $500,000 from the state.
$523,000 to his kids. That is sad. That's sad. The law firm got $181,000. He had 4 children. The settlement was reached in September, according to court records, with $45,800 going to each of. So his kids each get 45. Yo, I'm done.
State Department of Public.
They put him on a suicide mission. Didn't back him up properly. It don't matter if you're immune. Don't you think right is right and wrong is wrong? That's what, yo.
Safety, which was shared to the deceased officers' wives and kids. The next officer, a highly respected member of the force, lost his life while attempting to rescue an irresponsible woman who was later revealed to be a fraud and a liar. On March 2nd, 2022, Santa Fe police officers responded to a 911 call about a woman who had been kidnapped at knife point and was being held hostage in a white Chevy Malibu. After tracking the vehicle, officers initiated an immediate pursuit, but the driver refused to stop and drove the wrong way on Interstate 95 into oncoming traffic, creating a potentially disastrous situation.
And he just turned around. We are now flipping back, headed back onto...
Your future is at your fingertips. Take advantage of the flexibility.
Happy 2025. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. You know what I'm saying?
I-25, and now we're headed back into Santa Fe. Light traffic, speed still at 90.
The lead officer narrowly avoided colliding with a truck, but this left the officer in the following car with no opportunity to evade it. The resulting fatal crash claimed the lives of 43-year-old Santa Fe officer Robert Duran and 62-year-old firefighter Frank Lovato, who was driving the truck. Despite the crash, other officers continued the pursuit, and the white Chevy Malibu eventually came to a stop.
Dumb Karen got these two people killed.
I got the female coming back to me right now. Probably one that
A woman eventually emerged from the vehicle, claiming she was the one who had been kidnapped and that the kidnapper had fled into the bushes. While one officer assisted her and others searched the bushes for the suspect, additional officers responded to the crash site. There, the first officer, who had narrowly avoided the crash, was visibly devastated by the tragic fate of his colleague, who had not been as fortunate.
Wow.
Oh, now I'm gonna fucking pass out. Some water, bro? Fucking brother.
I wonder what she's going to say about that.
If we'd like to get that shut down in case we get involved in something here.
The scene was cleared, with only 2 casualties reported. However, a shocking twist emerged. Officers were unable to find any trace of the supposed kidnapper the alleged victim had described. Further investigations by the New Mexico Police Department revealed inconsistencies in her story, which was ultimately proven false. DNA swabbed from the driver's side airbags of the Chevy Malibu matched the woman herself, confirming she had staged her own kidnapping. The woman, 46-year-old Janine Jaramillo, was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, receiving or transferring a stolen motor vehicle, aggravated assault, fleeing law enforcement, and tampering with evidence. The next officer killed was not involved in the arrest itself, but had simply called for backup to assist the arresting officer, tragically losing his life in the process. On February 8th, 2024, a Blount County Sheriff's deputy pulled over.
We reviewed this on my big channel, I think. This one horrible too, man. She got life. Exactly, Sharonda.
For a drive.
They chose the job. It's not their fault. What you mean? Shoot him too.
Who was traveling in the wrong lane of the road.
Do me a favor, brother. Pull into the driveway. That way we're all the way out of the road. Okay? All right, my friend. Now that we're out of the way there. That's all right. My name's Shelby. I work for the Blount County Sheriff's Office. I stopped you not because you were all over the road.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice it. I just put my hair up.
Putting your hair up?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had anything to drink or anything?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
No. I'm really just leaving. No, I'm just leaving Suburban.
Okay.
The driver claimed he had briefly driven in
nice ass car
in the wrong lane because he was fixing his hair, not because he was intoxicated or impaired. However, the deputy took his license and the registration for the vehicle, which the driver claimed belonged to his mother, for verification. Upon returning, the deputy requested to search the car due to the smell of marijuana, at which point the interaction began to escalate.
I'm gonna tell you this. I am gonna have you step out, hang out with me.
Step out for what?
So I smell weed in the car. Have you ever smoked weed in this car?
I don't smoke or nothing.
Okay, you don't smoke or nothing?
No.
Has anybody ever smoked in the car?
Nobody. This is
Okay.
my grandma's car.
Okay,
That's
I got you.
bogus, man.
Okay, well, I smell it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you step out and hang out with me. Okay, my partner's gonna get here. We'll search as long as everything's good. I'll get you home.
There ain't no weed in here. Nobody smokes weed. That's
my boy flips out.
don't do me like that now.
Okay.
Well, I'm not. I'm refusing to.
No, there's no refusing. So when I smell the odor of marijuana, I have probable cause to search the vehicle.
I need you to get a
So
The verbal exchange continued until the officer's partner arrived at the scene, escalating the situation from a heated argument to a physical confrontation.
I'm not. No.
You're about to go to jail for refusing.
No, you can't do that.
You're about to go.
that.
TingTingTing.com.
If you got here from the shorts feed, double tap the screen.
You can't do this, man. You can't do this. Get your hands off of me, man. Please. Please get your hands off of me, please. Please.
Get out of the car.
I'm asking.
Are they wrong or is he right? The cops are wrong, type 1. Is he wrong, type 2.
Get outside the car.
Get out of the car now.
I'm not doing nothing wrong.
The cop escalated the situation. This didn't have to go this way in my eyes. You know what I mean? But you free to your opinion. If it was the cop's fault, type 1. If it's this guy's fault, type 2. Because so far he ain't do nothing. He got a seatbelt on. He's legit, you know what I'm saying? And she claims that she smells weed inside of his car. That's not a reason to search somebody. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You can't search my vehicle because you think you smell weed in my car, can it?
Out of the car.
He requested for a supervisor. She calls a homie. This is not the supervisor. You know what I'm saying? There's a protocol.
Outside the car.
Get out of the car now.
I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Out of the car.
Get out of the car, Kenny. Go ahead, hit him.
Out of the car. Man.
Get out of the car.
What you asking for?
Taser deployed. Out of the car. Get out of the car, dog.
I didn't do nothing.
Get out.
I mean, you know, looking at a video like this without context, which they do on TikTok and Instagram, they take little clips like this and, you know, they run that leftist bullshit, you know. But to me, right is right and wrong is wrong. If he's right, if the cops are right, type 1. If he's right, type 2. It looks like it's mixed.
I didn't do nothing.
Get that seatbelt on it. Go
Please
get the
don't
seatbelt.
do this to me.
You're about to get it again.
Please. Please.
You're about to get it again.
Stop. Let me talk to my man. Oh my God.
And if you ain't got nothing, you know, I know it's annoying, but you got to be able to use discernment in situations like this, you know?
Get it up.
I just got tased.
As the officer attempted to use the taser on the suspect again, the driver, having reached his breaking point, decided it was time to fight back.
335 shots fired. I'm hit. 334's hit.
All for nothing. All for nothing. He had that gun in there the whole time. Her instincts was right. She wanted him for something, but she wasn't prepared. Wasn't prepared.
335 shots fired. I'm hit.
Dude is dead. She just got burned. She got hit, but I think her partner is dead.
34's hit.
She called her homie instead of calling the supervisor. Now he's laying on the side of her dead. Suspect on the lam. with a gun. Oh man, I bet his family's so mad at her. If he got a wife, oh man, they're not gonna be able to live this down, man. I'm gonna let it play straight through, but I gotta go back to the beginning. I'm trying to see if this could have been avoided somehow, you know?
I need you to get a dog.
The verbal exchange continued until the officer's partner arrived at the scene, escalating the situation from a heated argument to a physical confrontation.
I'm not. No,
you're about to go to jail for refusing.
No, you can't do that.
You're about to go.
You can't do this, man. You can't do this. Get your hands off of me, man. Please. Please get your hands off of me, please. Please.
Get out of the car. Get your ass out of the car.
Get out of the car now.
I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Out of the car.
Get out of the car, Kenny. Go ahead, hit him.
Out of the car, man.
Get out of the car.
What are you doing for?
Taser deployed. Out of the car. Get out of the car, man.
I didn't do nothing.
Get out.
I didn't do nothing.
Get that seatbelt on it. Go
Please
get the
don't
seatbelt.
do this to me.
You're about to get it again.
Please. Please.
You're about to get it again.
Stop. Let me talk to my member. Oh my God.
Get it up.
I just got tased.
As the officer attempted to use the taser on the suspect again, the driver, having reached his breaking point, decided it was time to fight back.
335 shots fired. I'm hit. 334's hit. Ah! Leg! Ah! Ah! Ah!
The suspect then opened fire on both officers, with the female officer sustaining a bullet wound to her leg while managing to survive. However, Deputy Greg McCowan, the male officer, was shot multiple times and killed, as the suspect even drove by him to fire one final shot, confirming his death. The female officer, still in excruciating pain from her injuries, could only scream for help until good Samaritans arrived to assist her.
Help! Help! I've been shot! I've been shot! Help! 330, 335, 344's down. I've been hit. Suspect fled back towards town on Severe Road. I've been shot. I need your help. Yes, get out. I need your help. Oh my God. 345. I've got a tourniquet applied. I'm trying to get the 344. So the suspect's going. He went that way. I gotta get to that. I gotta get to my partner.
The female officer desperately wanted to help her partner, but there was nothing she could do, as he was already beyond saving.
He's not breathing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm up here. I want to head back up.
Same thing.
Is that your only place? Is in the leg? That's all I feel. I'm okay. I'm okay. Take care of Greg. Take care of Greg. Take care of Greg.
Come on.
I can't, brother. I can't. I don't think I can walk.
Come on, help me get her in the car.
In your car?
Yeah, my car.
Brother, I need help. I need help. I can't walk.
Would you got a tourniquet on?
Yeah.
All right. Where are you shot? On the
Hold
leg?
on. I think. I think that's her only. It's her only. Right here.
It's gonna hurt.
I know.
She was taken to the hospital, where she survived the gunshot wound. The city's mayor then announced a $10,000 reward for any information that could lead to the capture of the 42-year-old suspect, Kenneth DeHart. After an intense 5-day manhunt, DeHart was finally located and arrested at an apartment 20 miles from where he had committed the crime.
You allowing this shit, man?
Who are you? And how'd you get in my kitchen?
You black? You allowing this?
We should be easily switching.
You allowing this, man? You black, man. You love watching this shit. ass out. Get your ass out. Ow.
The suspect was charged with first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, felon in possession of a firearm, aggravated assault on a first responder, evading arrest, resisting arrest, and failure to maintain a lane. The prosecuting attorney is seeking the death penalty for the suspect. The next officer narrowly escaped death twice while responding to the assailant's house on 2 previous occasions, but was not as fortunate the third time.
Can you hear me? So you think you know Wix. Do you really? First up, we've got shape video masks. You can use different shapes to create completely different vibes and aesthetics. Or you can create your own graphic. I use the shape composition here. Just import any SVG file and set it as a shape mask. Nice. Next up, we'll keep it moving with the hover box. You can use it to animate any element and create these really eye-catching interactions. And what I love is that the level of control you get here is crazy precise. You can set your animation ease, scale size, and position to create this really dope effect. Third, we've got the mega menu. This not only lets you organize your site menu into different subcategories, but it also looks amazing when you add in different elements like text, buttons, images, and pretty much anything you can think of. And last but not least, we've got My Designs. This feature lets you save any section or component that you've already created, and you can use it as a starting point on any other pages or sites you're working on. This one's personally saved me a ton of time. So you got all these features. Now see what you can do with them. Get on over to Wix and create something dope.
Let's go back. Come on. I'm shot in the arm and the leg, Sarge.
On New Year's Eve 2017, Douglas County Sheriff's deputies Zach Parrish, Taylor Davis, and 2 other officers responded to the home of Matthew Reel, a veteran, following his request for a restraining order against his roommate. This was their 3rd visit to the residence that night after handling 2 prior complaints.
Shit, my bad. I had a very important phone call, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna get back to the content 1 second. Go ahead, finish enjoying this.
Given Ryle's known possession of multiple weapons, his mental health issues, and a history of PTSD, 4 deputies were dispatched to the scene as a precaution. Despite their cautious approach, they were tragically unprepared for what was about to unfold.
Hey, Matt, it's Zach. What?
Can you help me?
Yeah, I can.
Did you not get that message?
Just...
Well, I don't think there's anyone else in there.
No. We're gonna take him. Or him one.
The suspect slammed the door on the officers, prompting them to discuss the possibility of taking him in on mental health grounds. However, as they proceeded with their plan, events took a tragic turn.
Sheriff's office!
All 4 officers were struck, but 3 managed to escape from the home. Deputy Zach Parrish, however, fell to the ground and was unable to make it out, while other injured officers tried to run away to safety.
Bleeding. Where you at? In the chest. Where in the chest? Where in the chest? Stay with me, Kelly. Stay with me. Right here. All right, guys. If I had him. I'm shot in the chest. Where's she like this? I don't see it, dude. She's inside with them. I'm shot in the arm and the leg, Sarge. Open it. I need a flashlight over here. You're okay. You're okay. I don't see blood. I don't see blood. He's shooting out the window. Get it out of here. This way. Kelly, over here. Over here. On the ground. On the ground. I got you, buddy. I got you. I got you. We don't care about it. I got you, buddy. Right in front of us. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We got you. Backseat of my truck. Ready? One's got a chest wound, one shot in the arm.
The 3 injured officers were rushed to the hospital, while the remaining police officers regrouped to attempt a rescue for the 4th officer, who was unable to escape.
Where I gotta go.
Let's put together a rescue team to get that 1 deputy out.
Parrish, can you hear me?
Great. The new GoDaddy Arrow has AI marketing tools to help small businesses easily reach thousands of customers. It writes sweet social ads and email marketing, It even analyzes the results to boost business. I better start up in my game with some sweet new moves.
Guess who's back in the disco? Moving so cool, so slick like Crisco. Bet you ain't did it like this though. Brand new chain, new clothes, and a wrist roll.
The suspect's relentless gunfire left the officers unable to breach his door without risking being shot.
If they roasting me in the chat, y'all, block them. Still on the phone call.
Yeah, I do. I'm young. I'm 20 years old.
Okay.
I like to party. Oh, my cousin Gray just cut it on me, G. I did not hit her. I got up, and that's what he did. All this, everything.
It's the biggest shopping day of the year in Joliet, Illinois, where one Walmart employee's sticky fingers may not have been from Thanksgiving leftovers.
All right, Deja. So they got you on camera, basically taking money from the register, putting it in your pocket.
Money? Where?
Yeah. They got you on camera. Would you be able to empty out your pockets?
And my money.
Okay, can you take that out?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Our suspect can be seen here pulling out some questionable cash from her vest pocket. Let's see what happens next.
That's it.
Do you have anything else in your pockets?
No, sir. I mean, no, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna have you go ahead and place your items right there. I'm gonna have you turn and face the wall right here. I'm gonna pat you down. You got nothing on you?
Which pocket did you put in?
Put your hands behind your head, or like
This one?
behind your head.
Police identify the cashier as 20-year-old Daja Holly. Walmart employees claim she stole money from register